I've got my Amazon package, and let's see what's inside it. I haven't opened it, as you can see, so we're gonna have a good look. Obviously it comes in a, could have been a smaller package, I suppose. There we go, we've got it. I went and bought myself a new watch. Now, let's have a look at the packaging. It's quite small. Yeah, it looks good. Now this is it. This is the watch that I've been after for a long time. Now, since my last purchase of a watch, which you can probably see here, I've been wearing this for quite a few years now, when it first came out. The main reason that I bought this watch was because of its battery and the accuracy in terms of fitness, but it's a very basic watch. It doesn't have all the singing and dancing bells and whistles as the other Samsung watch or Apple Watch has, but the accuracy of everything on this is brilliant. And all I did was basically I had to, this bell piece just broke, so I had to replace that, and I put a screen protector on the top, and this was my everyday watch that I had. So now that I am noticing that there are new watches coming out in the market, and this happens to be the one that sort of I looked at, I thought, oh, this is interesting. It's got all the stuff that this has in terms of battery, which is amazing, considering Apple can't even go near the fact, you know, how good this is with the battery. And Samsung and the features that this has, I think, covers everything that I need. And that's the main reason I purchased this watch. Now, let's carefully open this up if we can. And let's do the unboxing. And after I've done the unboxing, I'm going to wear it for a bit and then give you a conclusion of what I think. But from what all the specs that I've noticed, this will cover for you everything. It's a size, I like a nice bulky watch. So let's get it opened up. I'm very excited actually on this. I was going to get the Samsung watch, but I prefer the old design of the Samsung watch, considering I think it was better look, but new ones I'm not really that fond of. And shall we just, whoa, okay, it comes out like this. Let's get little things there. Let's see what else it comes with first of all, okay? Because Huawei's got one thing, that they do give you more stuff than other. Okay, it's got a charger and it's a wireless charger. Now I'll be excited to test this out on because my wife has the Apple Watch. I'll be excited to see if that actually works on the Apple Watch or Apple works on this or vice versa. And one thing I've just noticed is it is a USB, as normal USB you'd get. With the Apple, you don't get that one. You get the small USB type C, I think, which is useless in most cases because I don't have anything to charge it with. So I had to buy myself a new USB charger for my Apple Watch. So what else does it come with? See, I'm just looking at the watch right now. I'm not even seeing what I'm picking up. All right. So these are just usual manuals and stuff, warranty cards, some instructions. So this is where you get the app from the App Store. Just bear that in mind, it doesn't have Android software on this. I wonder how do I get the bottom bit out? There's something there. Okay, let's get the watch out first. Okay, so it comes in that. Let's put that aside for a second. Now the watch. So what do we see about the watch? Let's get it close up. Wow, okay. 2 buttons. This is supposed to be titanium. And it looks at it. Now let's compare the two. I mean, to be honest with you, I'm not sure if this is titanium or not, but it feels as if it could be. But I do like the shininess of it. I mean, dark is nice, but this one just has that extra. And the size wise, it's just a little bit bigger. And this is GT2, I think, if I'm right. GT2. It's a little tiny bit bigger maybe. It's got the sapphire glass. It's a bit thicker than this one, but I'm okay with that. And I've got to try it on now, don't I? Hopefully, oh dear, it's a normal belt. I'm going to rip this away. All right, let's try on. One thing I'm not sure of, protection of the Sapphire. I know it's the glass is toughened and everything, but what I'm not sure of is how well would it last, considering when you're using it. Some people say it's been fine with them because it's very strong, but I'm not sure myself, because this is protected inside, and I did put a tempered glass protector on it as well. You can't probably see it, and it works fine with it. And comparing the two side to side, which do you like? I mean, I personally think this is beautiful. The design is good. So it's got all the stuff. Let's turn it on. To be honest with you, I'm not even sure how you turn this on. I like the crown. HUAWEI GT, what HUAWEI Watch GT says on here. This is supposed to be HUAWEI Watch GT 3 Pro, and you do get the belt in a different type. You get the titanium one, which I really wanted, to be honest with you, but I can't get. I'm going to get an aftermarket titanium belt, and I'll do a quick video of this. You know what I thought at first? I thought this was plastic on the back. When I saw all the other images of it, it was plastic like this, but it actually looks like a metal, which is, oh, I'm well pleased with that. And all the videos and stuff I've noticed on their sites, I thought it was plastic maybe, but it's actually looks like metal of some sort. So it's brilliant. I think it could be all titanium for all I know. I'm trying to read on there on the back. I can't see anything on there, but here we go. Let's put it on. So I'm going to go against my body first, and it goes in like that. Oh, like a slightly loose, maybe. No, so let's go for a bit more tighter. This is a good thing about belts like these, is that you can literally. Oh, the colour grey is nice. I'll keep that probably for a while. Oh wow! I wish you went the. I wish the LCD went all the way to the edge. It would have been brilliant. Let's turn it on. Is this a turning on button? Or is this a turning on button? Here we go. This is how long it takes to turn on. I like the feel of it. It's comfortable. It's not heavy as I thought. This seems heavier. That's the OS. So setting up is quite simple. Use the QR code. Okay, so I'll go through all those first, and I'll come back to you and show you exactly how it feels to use the watch. Okay, now that it's done updates, it took about, let's say, 15 minutes altogether to do the updates. Oh, updates available. Press it. It's downloading. So it's still not finished yet. So let's say it will take about 20 minutes to get everything sorted. I thought you already done the update because you went round to 100%. Now it says downloading, so it's probably doing another update of some sort. Right, it's just done. Oh, now it's done 100%. It's gone back down to receiving 1%. It's doing it again. So this is probably the third time I've seen it do something with 100% and still going. So we'll just have to wait a bit longer. So it says 99%. Oh my gosh, installing 1%, 2%. Oh, great. So this has already been half an hour now. So my first look as it turns on. What do I see? Harmony OS. And this is it. That's the first look of the face of the watch. And after, let's say, how long has it been now? 45 minutes. I was just under 45 minutes. Oh my gosh. Again, touch to update. What's it going to update this time? So I thought I went in there. So it's been 45 minutes now since last time. So it's doing another download of something, but it seems to be going faster this time. So I'll just let it carry on again. This is probably the fourth time it's doing it. Now it's downloaded 99%, 100%. So I said it's been about 45 minutes. And let's see what it does now. Again, it's probably going to install it again. And it's receiving whatever it's doing. Okay, so I'll let it go again. It's going to take a while. So it took about an hour and 15 minutes to get the update done. And I'll show you a close-up of everything first of all. And this is the first screen that you see. I'm not totally happy about this, so I'll get the change later. So look at the watch itself. There is a holes here. I think it's probably for sound, so I don't know what that is for. And there's a little hole on this side as well. So I don't know what that is for as well. So that's one thing I'm a bit curious of. I'll find out, and if I do find out, I'll put down the notes. The watch build quality is beautiful. The design is amazing. I think just what I was looking for. So that's, if you're looking for this sort of watch and it looks like a proper watch, is round. Only thing I would say is I wish the LCD was to the edge, would be even better, but it's not. As you can see, it just goes up to about there. Now it's got swipe to or delete watch for. Okay, no, I don't want to delete that yet. So you've got all the normal features, heart rate and stuff like that, but it does have the ECG, which is an advantage, and that's one of the reasons I bought it. And I think it's a good idea to have that as well. Now, looking at the belt itself, I thought it wasn't leather, but it looks like leather, so which will last you a while, but it does. After good use, you will see the deterioration on it. So either I'm going to get this replaced with an aftermarket titanium one that I really want, or another stainless steel one. The weight of it is, I don't mind heavy watches because it does feel nice, but not too heavy, of course. But this is perfectly fine for me and for now. Loving the design, everything about it. So if you do decide to go for one of these, I'm sure you'll be quite happy with it. I mean, I was so happy with the last watch because it did last a long time on the battery, but it didn't have all the features. But this one will have everything that I need. And I really wanted to get the Samsung watch for a while, but the battery life wasn't that good, so I didn't get that. Even the newest one is not that great, and I missed the older model had the little swivel face. You can turn it. I think the new one does, it's more touch sensitive, and I didn't really like the design of it. And this one, the design just said to me, buy me, so I bought it. So there you go. All right, this is my HUAWEI GT or Watch GT3 Pro. Now the excitement has worn out a bit. I've had time to play with it for a bit longer, and I have now set it up properly with my phone, and I can tell you more about this watch. First of all, the design is amazing. I mean, I love it. Only one thing I would comment on is that I wish, as I said before many times, the LCD was right to the edge, which it isn't. And also what I like the side is this very glossy, shiny finish. And what I didn't like is I think the top bit here, which is not glossy and shiny at all, or side here. I wish it was the same as the sides here, which would have been brilliant. So that's the design aspects of it. The leather belt itself, to me, is fine, but I would like to get the change to something metal, lighter metal, maybe a titanium one that I really want. That'll go with the watch really well. But for now, this leather belt is perfect. The color is nice, so this is what it came as. I'm going to keep it for a while until I can afford to get the other belt that I want. So that's the, as I said, to design aspects of it. Now, going into the watch itself. Now, there is a big difference between this watch and the, if you want to really compare with Samsung Galaxy Watch or the Apple Watch. The main factors are, first of all, if you take away from the Apple Watch all the singing, dancing features that you might have, lots of apps that you could use on there, and so with the Galaxy Watch as well, you're going to be left with this. But only difference is, I would say, with this watch compared to the others, is the battery life is amazing. Yesterday, I had, when I was doing this video, I think yesterday it was 44% on battery life. And now, after about 24 hours or so later, it is 42%. So you can see how slowly the battery is draining on this. And I've put onto a setting which allows me to have a longer extended battery life as well. Another thing I enjoyed was the face of the dials, which I went through the app to access all the ones I can go through, and I was just literally just flicking through on my phone to see how many there are, and I spent about 10 minutes or more, maybe, I can't remember, I lost track of time, trying to find the one that I like. There's loads and loads and loads of free. You can get some nice paid ones, free faces that you want, or screen faces that you want for this watch, and I've chosen with this one that I really like. I think it has everything that I want on it. So there you go. That's the first part of it. Okay, so I managed to make phone calls with this, which is fine. So Apple does that, which is quite easy to do, make phone calls on this. And I mean, it's quite easy if you look at this. You've got the features on here. You've got the heart rate. It tells you what you want on there. So this is why I had sleep. I didn't have much sleep last night. So there you go. If I want to go to the menu, I literally click on this. That's the menu. Now I can turn and go. It's a bit like Apple situation here. So it's very similar. But these are all the apps that I have. One thing that I was very disappointed with that it did not have, and I was quite annoyed actually, it had that app on there. So if I go into, it's like you've got Apple Pay, Google Pay, okay? So it's the wallet that I want. And you can't see on here, the wallet is not on there at all, I don't think. Let me have a look quickly. No, it's not on there, but it's on the app itself on the phone. And I went into the HUAWEI Pay. I thought that would be quite useful to have because I don't have to carry around phone with me all the time. I just pay with my watch. And it did not work. It did not support it for this watch. So there's one disappointment that you've got to be careful of. If you're buying it for that purpose, do not go for this watch. So that's it. My excitement has sort of died down a bit. Now I had time to look at it properly, and there are a few things that I wasn't sure of, and it doesn't have the feature. What is really good for, as I said to you, what is really good for is your health stuff. So your exercise and stuff is good, heart rates and the sleep patterns, everything else is good. So it's got the very basic of everything. If you take away all the singing and dancing features of the Apple and Galaxy Watch, you'll be left with this watch, but you'll have a longer battery life. I mean, there are quite a few things that's missing if you do compare it to Apple and Galaxy Watch. And I mean, you've got to go through all the features part, but I'll tell you the main features that this does have. As I said to you, the health stuff is brilliant. Watch face is brilliant. Build quality is brilliant. The look is brilliant. It's beautiful. And I mean, what else do you have? You've got the calculators. So if you see all the apps there, I'll show you all the apps that he's got on there, and they'll give you a better understanding of. You've got the calculator. You can make phone calls, receive phone calls. So it's got all the little bits and bobs that you can do from there. What else does it have? So there's the main thing. You can play music. Now, one thing I didn't understand is I flick to the left and you can play music straight off your watch. And I don't know where it's coming from. It's not coming from my phone at all. I can tell you that now. So it just comes up on here and I can play it. So it's playing off the sound. That's where the sound is coming from. And I'm assuming that's the mic there. I put the volume up, maybe. I don't know how you put the volume up on this, but if I click on it, and then if I put the volume on there, that's the loudest it goes. And I'm not sure where it's coming from, but I think it's a radio or something that I've already had on there. Audio channels. So it's basically coming from audio channels. So there you go. That's where it starts. Sound is brilliant. So the difference between the sound on the phone calls on the watch is if you're using the Apple Watch, Apple's got a bit more bassier feel to it. And while this is a bit more mid-range to high-pitched sound that's coming out, as you can hear on there, which is still better, I think, in some ways. It will travel better if you're out and about than the Apple Watch. But Apple Watch probably can go a bit louder because of the bass sounds a bit louder. So that's the difference. So going back to the pros and cons, this has got all the pros of the battery life, the look, and certain important aspects of the apps features that it has that you need. It's got those on there, but what it doesn't have is all the other things that you probably would want from a Galaxy Watch or Apple Watch, like Apple Pay and stuff like that. It doesn't have that feature, and that's what let me down on this one, because I really wanted that as well. And I thought it'd just come with it because being the top of the range watch, and it was my misfortune and my misunderstanding, so it's my fault. But that's fine. I still love the watch. I'll still use it as a watch, and the battery life is still such a brilliant. And that's one thing I was really, my main important part was the battery life, and this one does that really well. So that's what I think of after I used it for a day or two. And it's your choice at the end of the day, what's important to you, and you can make your own decision for yourself. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. And as I said before, if you go for one of these watch, I'm sure you're going to love it. And the price was brilliant. And on Amazon, it was £250 on a Prime Day special. And I know I didn't regret it at all seeing it live and on my hand. And I think you'll enjoy it too. So take care now, and hope to see you soon with some more stuff.